The other thing that I think is really important to keep in mind is that in addition to transitions being difficult, uncertainty is difficult, especially for people who have experienced trauma. Trauma is about a loss of power, a loss of control, and the unexpected. Although things have been a little bit more normal for us over the summer, we have to recognize that coming back to school will still be activating a little bit of that uncertainty in our brain that remembers a time when going to school wasn't quite the same way that it used to be before. And there was a lot of uncertainty, anxiety, and confusion at times throughout the pandemic. So it is completely natural. And in fact, I would say to be expected that there would be a bit of anxiety for individuals following return to school. What we can do as teachers, caregivers, supports is just validate that, right? I really like to use our notice to name it or notice it, name it technique. Dan Siegel calls this name it to tame it. So we just notice what's coming up, right? We notice maybe there's some anxiety or it looks like you're upset. We're going to name it, right? How are they feeling? We're going to allow that feeling to be there. So maybe there's some anxiety, some confusion, maybe there's some tightness in my chest or some tingling in my tummy. So we're going to allow that to be there, but then consider what do we need when we're feeling this way? So for children, especially as they're growing and developing, they really are in that stage where they need those caregivers to help with that regulation. The younger they are, the less able they are to self regulate. So it's a process called co regulation, where the caregiver assists to regulate them. Things like, providing suggestions to say, I wonder if a hug might help. I wonder if shaking out the big anxiety might help. Can be techniques that will help them start to understand, oh, this is what I'm feeling. Oh, this is what's helpful when I'm feeling this way. And it can start to build some tools for them as they grow to then begin to better self regulate.